Hi, it's Hans at happierman.com. Today's topic is exploring is fun. You know, it's been a while since I made a video, so bear with me while I get used to this again. But over my whole life, I think I've found one of the things that I just love the most, and it's exploring. And, you know, in different times of your life, you'll find that the way you explore is different, but the basic idea of exploring is still the same. And I think as men, you probably would like exploring. You enjoy seeing something new, going someplace different, or digging deeper into something that you maybe know a little bit but haven't had a lot of time to get into deeply. But it's that exploring, it's that explorer's mindset, right? Our ancestors came here to explore. You know, we celebrate the famous explorers from the old days who would just go out into new parts of the world that nobody really knew hardly at all, didn't even really know, didn't have maps. And that's just so fascinating to me that people would actually, men would do this. And even at my small scale, I just absolutely love exploring. I just love it. I just love going someplace. Right now, I'm coming back from a friend's house. I was just up at a friend's, spending the little part of the holiday weekend with him and some other people, and I'm used to their area, but now I'm driving back home toward my home, and I'm on a totally different road. I've never been on this road before. It's very interesting. There's some nice sights, and I'm just whizzing by, at 55 miles an hour, and I'm just enjoying the heck out of it. And I would suggest to you that if you are just looking for something to do, start thinking in terms of exploring, right? Maybe you can explore more deeply the area you live in, and I'm doing that. To tell the truth, I'm exploring it more deeply. So I've just moved to a place a little over 2 years ago, so there's a lot to see and do there. I'm getting used to it. I'm learning different areas. I was on a trip out west a few weeks ago, and I explored that area. I had been in this western area a few times over the years, but very, very briefly. And I always meant to go back and explore it thoroughly. And I did. I had enough time to kind of see the major things I wanted to see, do the major things I wanted to do. And the area is kind of vast enough and big enough that I could go back again to fill in some of the gaps that I didn't do. And of course, there's a couple of things that are so great that you can easily do them again and explore it in more detail. But again, exploring is fun, man. I just love it. I do know that some people, they have a certain fear about going someplace new. And I understand that. But this is one of the cases where you want to push past that fear. And because once you push past the fear of doing something new and exploring someplace new, you have the rewards, you reap the rewards of, man, that is just fantastic. What I've just seen, that area, the landforms, the vegetation, the topography, the architecture, just the feeling of being there gives you like a whole new perspective on life. It starts to develop you as a traveler, a traveling man, an exploring man, a man of the world, as they would say. And that's really a good feeling, to be a man of the world, to know, oh yeah, when you're sitting there with other people over conversation, and they're starting to talk about places you've been, and things they've seen, and say, oh yeah, yeah, I went there too. Or I didn't go there, but I went place some similar. Or you can question them and pull out like the relevant information. If they start talking about, man, that sounds like a really good place to go, give me some information that when I go, it helps me fill in the gaps. And you can do the same, share your information if they're interested. And then some people, they don't have a lot of curiosity about this exploration idea, and I think they're totally missing the boat on one of the most fascinating things in life, is this exploration idea. So I would give that, if there's something like a little bit missing, if it seems like you're not really having that much fun, if you don't, you would want to say, I probably need to get out exploring. Now, of course, in order to get past that fear of, I'm doing a lot of this exploring by myself, in order to get past the fear, I do a lot of, I'm prepared, and I don't take like foolish risks on this, right? And there's ways you can avoid foolish risk in your explorations, right? The explorers back in the old days, they didn't take foolish risks, right? They were fully provisioned. They had enough people. They had people with experience in doing this. They were hardy. They knew how to live in a rough environment. So I don't see any reason why you shouldn't be fully prepared for your explorations, because worrying about your own survival, that doesn't, your own safety, that doesn't help you enjoy your explorations. I enjoy my exploration because I do prepare a lot. I have a very good vehicle that's very safe and very well maintained. I keep it full of gas. I have my spare keys. I've got plenty of money, cash money, for emergencies. I have a lot of credit available if in case I need it. I make some reservations. I do my research beforehand, so I kind of know a little bit of the lay of the land. I don't go into things just totally blind. Even now, like I said, I'm on this new road to go towards my home, but I have a map. I have my GPS on my phone. I have a full tank of gas. The truck is in great shape. It's not like I'm going to end up lost, right? So I would definitely make your preparations and be prepared to do your explorations. But I think that's what people get, they're kind of afraid. Well, if I go here, what if my car breaks down? What if I run out of gas in those gas stations? What if they don't got any place to eat? What if there's no water? Well, see, all of those things can be dealt with, right? So if I were you, I would give that exploration is fun idea some serious thought. If something is kind of missing in your life, well, get busy and have a little fun and do some exploring. All for now.